I want to quickly talk about L7 trade. Now, I'm not promoting this. I'm not going to have a referral link, but it's all over the internet. I want to talk about some of my experience with it. I haven't talked about this a lot on my channel. I put up one video publicly, and then literally within 3 hours, I pulled it down because of something that I saw. But I still kind of cautiously just watched it, and I didn't really bail on the platform right away. But I did end up bailing on the platform, and I did so far end up bailing at a loss. And I just want to create awareness. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details about L7. I'll just say that it's an arbitraging platform. Supposedly, they provide a lot of they provide a strong veneer of transparency. There's a lot of things that look like, if you come and look at the history, by the way, you can see that I started a few days ago here with 0.042 BTC. I ended with 0.052 BTC. So you would think, okay, well, you did good. So, what's the problem? Well, I actually was going to make this video either way. And I thought that I was going to end the video and say, hey, look, I didn't have a problem, but this is why I decided to stop using L7. However, that thought process happened way too soon because I ended up with a major problem that I didn't fully expect. But I'll explain that to you here in a moment. And at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about a strong alternative to L7. So stay tuned for that. And it's a much safer, much better alternative to L7. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's talk about L7 for a minute. Let me just tell you what I kind of had a problem with. I'm not going to talk about the platform. People are like, oh, it's a scam. Oh, it's not a scam. Well, obviously now I'm leaning on the side that it was a scam. And I was kind of concerned that it could be, but at the same time, all they had to be doing was completing the trades they said they were completing. I double checked the prices on the trades that were supposed to be completing at the time that they were completing, and the prices were accurate. The volume had me nervous because I didn't necessarily see the volume for a lot of trading, but the prices were accurate. And so there was a strong veneer of transparency, and it was possible that they could be completing those trades. And if they were completing those trades, then it looked like a win-win. They made, a hefty percent on the trade. They made the platform made like 60%, and you made like 40% roughly. But let's just, let's dive into this. I want to show you kind of what first sparked my concern. Well, first thing that happened was I saw a Facebook group, and a few people started saying they were having problems with account verification. They were saying things like suddenly they had to get their account verified. And I didn't see anything. I mean, yeah, you can go through account verification and you could on the platform, but I didn't see anything requiring account verification. And I was never gonna go through account verification. I think it's stupid. I can't see who's behind the platform, but somehow they want copies of my photo ID and all that on the platform. I mean, that was just stupid. I was like, yeah, I'll never do that. So when I saw people were suddenly being asked to verify their account, and then their accounts were getting locked if they couldn't verify it, or they were staying stuck for days and weeks. One guy said he'd been waiting for 3.5 weeks to get his account verified. Of course, there's always other people who claim, well, you should submit your documents properly, yada, yada, yada. Listen, whatever. I mean, a professional platform, yeah, they're busy, so on and so forth. Well, if they're making 60% of your trade, they should be able to hire somebody. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So neither here nor there. I got a little nervous. I actually did a withdrawal. I withdrew all of my BTC that I had at the time. This is 3 or 4 days ago. And then the withdrawal happened instantly, and I thought, okay, that was easy enough. So then I deposited it back in, and it happened instantly. And I thought, well, as fast as a BTC transaction can happen. And I thought, okay, oh, it doesn't look like there's any problems with that. So I stayed in for a few more days, and then they come out with this news. Let me show you. And this really bugged me. And I really thought maybe I was overstating this. I sat on this for a day or so before I personally decided to do anything with it. A couple of days before I decided to make a decision. I'm not going to go through all these details. Well, I'll mention the ones that applied. Chats. Due to the launch of the mirrors, there were some malfunctions. The technical support in connection with the calls were doubled, and the operators could not cope with the volume of calls. The company's specialists eliminated these technical issues, and now 2 chat rooms are open. One of them is chat for general questions on work. The second question is regarding lost payments, transactions on various cryptocurrencies. Let's look at that for a moment. This is what they're referring to. Technical support. They got 2 options here. This is for all payments, etc., etc., etc. Okay, no problem there. Let's keep going. Work with ETH, Ethereum currency. After analyzing payments with Ethereum cryptocurrency, our experts found some network failures when working with a huge number of payments. Failures are associated with a huge number of orders for the payout of small payments in a short time, which does not allow the nodes to work correctly. Failures occur and the money does not reach the destination. We've been struggling with problems for several months and are returning payments. Now it was decided to exclude these adverse circumstances. To solve this issue, work with the Ethereum cryptocurrency has been changed. The minimum amount for trading will be 2 ETH. The minimum amount for payout will be 1 ETH. Those customers who have a lower amount on the balance sheets for trading and payouts, please use the exchange to withdraw another cryptocurrency. The exchange will be updated twice a day for the next 5 days. We also ask you not to use exchange and exchange services when replenishing Ethereum because very often the above senders use smart contracts instead of tokens to send. Such payments are not associated by are not accepted by our automatic receipt system, receipt system, and our specialists look for those payments on the network for manual crediting to your accounts. Please use normal wallets to replenish. Okay. This is where I actually had an issue. I'll get to that in a minute. Verify accounts. We kindly request all customers who pass verification, please use their own original documents. If a discrepancy is found, documents copied, the account will be deleted. Okay, this is crazy. This is absolutely stupidity. What do you mean your account's going to be deleted? I mean, that's just dumb. And I saw somebody online say, well, it's their culture. I don't give a rat's crap if it's their culture or not. You don't delete accounts. That's theft. And then other people say, well, they're not really going to delete your account. Listen, here's the problem in crypto and life in general. We all have biasness. The moment that you put crypto on this platform, you are biased to want to believe that everything's okay. But I think it takes a very rare person to kind of weigh the pros and the cons constantly, being consciously aware of their own biasness. And it was my biasness that caused me to pull out of this platform the first time. And it was, well, let me put it this way. It was my ability to weigh the pros and cons that caused me to pull out the first time. It was my biasness when I didn't have a problem pulling it out that caused me to redeposit. But it was my biasness, again, when I saw this and I just thought, you know what? I can see this going bad. They suddenly announced these changes. The support tickets aren't getting responded to nearly as fast. At one point, one of the early videos I saw, a guy was like, I send support tickets and I just get responses right away. This is awesome. Well, I'm going to show you that I sent support tickets and I was getting no responses. And of course, that also made me very leery. The rest of this doesn't matter as much. This whole thing about would delete accounts, because I'm like, that's an easy way to start keeping crypto. If they're running a Ponzi, they're going to run out of crypto. So what they need to do is start finding a way to exit and get out of here. And that, to me, seems like this and technical issues. Now, there are some real issues with Ethereum. This is probably legit. The reason is legit. But 1 Ethereum is not a small payment. I think previously you had to have 0.5 Ethereum. 0.5 Ethereum is not a small payment that should be causing problems for the platform. Like, no more problems than 1 Ethereum is going to cause. So the issue with the Ethereum network is real. Their solution didn't make any sense. It wasn't like you were using 0.0001 Ethereum. It wasn't like it was a super micro transaction. But so here's where I was at. Here's what happened. So let me come up here. I made this withdrawal. I'll go to show you my wallet. So I made this I withdrew here. I had point 4, I don't know, not quite 0.46 Ethereum, I guess. Well, no, I had 0.46 Ethereum right there. And I couldn't withdraw it. This change happened suddenly. This whole change I was explaining to you about the Ethereum, without warning, it just happened. So their solution was come over here to the exchange, their internal exchange, and exchange your Ethereum for another cryptocurrency. The problem is I was going to exchange it for BTC because I had more than enough BTC to make withdrawals and trade. Available volume. There's no volume. Bitcoin Cash, no volume. Litecoin, no volume, no volume, no volume. Is there any volume? What is that? That is nothing. That is nothing. There's no volume. They said they were going to update it twice a day. Well, I've checked several times. They said once a day here, but they said they would do it twice a day. I have checked several times and I have not seen the volume. I mean, I have not. And I'm going to check again today and see if I see it. But I have not seen hardly any volume there at one time. Now, I haven't checked it, right at 000. But technically, if they're doing it twice a day, maybe they did it 12 hours apart. So you'd think they did it maybe an hour ago. We're just guessing. Still no volume. So that's not really an option. And there's no way that's not poor customer service. At best. At best. So here's what I did. I started contacting their support just to see what they would say. Now, let's come here. Hello, your question has been sent to a specialist. They will contact you. Wait. Let's see what happens here, by the way, and I will update you. This is the first response I've gotten. So I will update you if I get a response. Wow. That's positive. I appreciate at least getting something, but we'll see if it goes beyond that. So here's what happened. I deposited, I was explaining it. By the way, look at these rules. Be careful. There are the following restrictions in the chat. You cannot write 2 messages in a row. The second message is available either immediately after technical support response or 60 minutes after the first message. Form of thought clearly deployed and in one message. Hang on. Thank you. I look forward to a response. Okay. The next message, look at this. I tried to send a message. The next message will be available in basically 1400 minutes. What is that? What's 1400 minutes? 23 hours? So they're saying I can't respond. See, again, oh my goodness. I can't respond back for 23 hours. So I got to give them a full day to get back to me. Okay, we'll see what happens. So the first thing I said is, hey, I'm sorry. Let me go back to these rules. You can't write 2 messages in a row. The second message is available either immediately after the technical support response or 60 minutes after the first message. By the way, I just got a technical support response, I think, and that's not accurate. Form of thought clearly deployed in one message. Carefully read the information sections of the site before asking a question. So here I go. My first message. I deposited 0.4 ETH a few days ago. I didn't realize the minimum for trading was 0.5. That's true, by the way. And I should have probably just withdrew it, but I didn't, because at the time the withdrawal was much smaller. But I see today the minimum for trading has went up to 2 ETH. That is more than I want to trade with Ethereum. So I went to withdraw back to my wallet. Now I'm being told I can't withdraw less than 2 ETH. Please help. How do I get the ETH out? This was wrong. It's actually 1 ETH. It was 2 for trading. Now then I waited more than 60 minutes, right? Actually, I waited more than an hour. Second time, trying to get some help, so I'm resending this message since I have not gotten a response back. I deposited, and I just repeated the message. And then this morning, before this video, okay, I'm sure technical support is backed up, so I decided to just deposit more ETH to get past the 1 ETH withdrawal minimum. So I deposited 0.993. This is accurate, plus the 0.4 ETH that I hadn't already put me over the 1 ETH minimum to be able to withdraw. However, now when I attempt to withdraw, it gives me a pop-up that says technical works, but I can't seem to get my ETH withdrawn. May I get some assistance here? So I'm just curious to try this again. Since I got a response, you just wonder. Here's the issue. I put in extra ETH, so I should be able to withdraw this. Minutes before, I withdrew Bitcoin very easily. So I just thought, okay, let me try this. I almost left this Ethereum there because even with the Ethereum, I'd kind of sort of broke even on the platform pretty close. So I was like, it's okay. Maybe I'll leave it there. But then I'm like, no, let's just, we should be able to get that out, hopefully. Let's check it out. So come to withdraw. See what happens. Specify the number of ETH, 1.46325123. ETH address. That's not it. Hang on, let me grab my Ethereum address. Okay, ETH address. Make sure I restarted the video. I did. Okay, so here's the ETH address. And I'm going to show you an alternative here in a minute. Google Authenticator. All right. Create payout. Technical works. This is what I get. And yeah. So as it stands, unless support responds back, and I will keep you posted if they do. I will 100% make a video if they respond back. But currently, they got about 1.5 ETH from me. So on this platform, I lost out, unfortunately, so far. And to be honest with you, I think there's a 90% chance I don't get that ETH back. But we'll wait and see. Or they'll probably ask for some sort of verification or whatever, which makes no sense for them to verify me in crypto. They didn't verify me to deposit, but they wanted to verify a withdrawal. But I don't have no clue who they are or who their business is. I can't verify anything about them. And I'll be honest with you. If they ask for verification, they're not going to get it. I'm not going to give it to them. They will just keep my 1.46 ETH. Why? Because I don't know what they're going to do with my ID. Under no circumstances would I give a company like this that falls under no regulatory anything my ID. The whole point in crypto is anonymity, et cetera, et cetera. So the idea that if they try to ask for verification, it's unfortunate. Hopefully they don't. There's no reason to verify. I mean, I got two-factor authentication, et cetera, et cetera. Even when you make a withdrawal, just like Binance, you have to confirm it in your email. So it wouldn't make any sense for them to ask for verification. We'll see what they say. We'll see if they may not even respond. Like, we'll see. People, anytime you're messing with a platform like this that tends to be sketchy, as soon as you see people having problems, that's really a sign to be like, you know what? I don't need to get greedy. Don't need to press my luck. It's clearly something's not right. Customer service issues are some of the first issues you need to expect there to be a problem. And sometimes you don't even get warnings. But when you start seeing customer service issues, and I get it. Those of us that decided to take the leap into this platform, you kind of wanted to believe that they were doing something. I mean, heck, you had me researching arbitraging all over again. So let me talk about an alternative to L7. This is the safest thing I've ever seen, and I am desperately piecing together kind of a whole business model around this. I'm going to start with videos and content. I have a background in marketing and sales, et cetera, et cetera. That's part of my background. And I just, for fun, I apply that to crypto, or I want to apply that to crypto, and I really have it in any sizable way. But I really want to create an entire business model around this. But one of the first things is basically getting to 1 Bitcoin. And one of the ways to do that is to start earning it passively with your everyday activity. Now, you may not have realized this unless you have been a watcher of my channel for a while, viewer of my channel, but I use a CryptoTab browser. Check this out. Here's your CryptoTab browser. Now, this has been, I'll put a link in the description. This has been passive. It is the safest thing on the planet. Basically, it's just a browser. They use your CPU, not your graphics card, by the way. So it doesn't put as much wear on your computer. But they use your CPU basically for mining. It's CPU mining, just for using the internet, just for browsing the internet. This thing is running, and you can see it's running between 96, 158 there, 167. It pops up and down like this. When I'm not doing a video, I have seen some of the highest speeds ever last night, and I'm like, wow, they must be just really tuning the efficiency or something. I've been using this for months. I mean, over a year. over a year. And I've done, my biggest withdrawal has been 331 USD. But and I kind of hate that. That's actually kind of what made me think about, there's more to this. Right now I've got $2.50 I can withdraw. What I'm doing is right now I'm withdrawing and I'm advertising for referrals. And I'm going to show how I'm advertising referrals, what am I doing, and how to get referrals for free on my channel. So be sure to subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more details. But I will tell you that at night, like last night, when you leave the browser up like this, where it's on the mining page, you get better rates. Every single time I click over from like one page and then I click over, come back to another, it like seems to speed back up. So I just leave it open, and when I'm not running anything else on my computer, like overnight, like when I walk in my office in the morning, this is up. I got speeds for the first time I saw it cross over 300 hash per second, and I thought, wow. And my computer's not even that amazing. I mean, it's a couple years old, probably 3 years old or going on 3 years old. So it's not even that amazing, and I'm getting to some very, very fast mining speeds. So stay tuned for future videos. I want to do a full tutorial on CryptoTab. I just need to get it done, and then I want to do a tutorial on how to get referrals for CryptoTab. There's two ways to get referrals. One is a free method, and one is a paid method. The free method absolutely 100% works. It just takes more time. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're earning passive crypto the entire time. And at some point you can withdraw and then start using that to help you get referrals, and you can just grow from there. Or better yet, you can create an advertising budget of, $50 a week if you really wanted to grow it, and just really put in, some massive referrals, if you wanted to. And I can show you how to do that in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. If you're an L7, if you're thinking about getting an L7, I wouldn't get into it. And if you're already in it, just be cautious, be wary. You're an adult. Take this as a cautionary tale. I'm not telling you the whole thing's going to fall flat. I'm telling you some red flags became a lot bigger, and there's more red flags. So for me personally, I'm done with it. If I can't get my Ethereum out, so be it. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.